The Kahnawà Survival School was recently host of the Tryouts for the Canada Games Team Quebec in wrestling. And with a long history of wrestling here in the community, Coach Peter Montour and some of his wrestlers tell us more in this piece that was filmed by the students themselves.
Well, we're hosting the 2017 Canada Games Trials for the Team Quebec Canada Games team. Really what we're trying to do is get as many kids from Kahnawà on the team. This is an opportunity for our kids to really compete at the higher levels. The Canada Games is looked at as the future Olympians of Canada, and so exposing Kahnawà kids to this level of competition is we're hoping will be the boosting point for some of these kids who want to maybe wrestle in college or go on to wrestling at the higher levels if they're looking at international or continue on in the sport. So the athletes who make this team are really the best of the best within the province of Quebec, and once they make the team, they'll compete against the best of the best within the country of Canada. So it is really a big deal. These kids, once they make the team, are going to be treated like royalty. But the biggest challenge is what's happening today is making the team in the first place, because, like I said, everybody's hungry, everybody wants that opportunity, and several of our kids are trying out for this team. So I'm hoping that we have at least 5-6 kids from Kahnawà on the team. From the last two games, we've had 2013 and in 2009. We had both occasions we put 4 kids from KSS on those teams, but we're hoping for a larger amount this time. We're hoping actually to meet or beat our best, which was in '97, where Dave Canadian led a crew of 6 wrestlers from KSS at the Canada Games.
I'm here today to coach some of our athletes to try to make the Canada Games team, and it'll be a great experience and a really good opportunity for them. I've been a part of the team for about 7 years now. I joined as an athlete when I was in the 8th grade, and now this is my 2nd year coaching, so about 7 years now.
The Canada Games is when each province from Canada face off against each other in one giant tournament to be declared who's the best in Canada. I wrestled today, it's because it was my passion and my favorite sport. I've been doing it for 6 years, so why stop when I'm good at it?
This year we have some top-notch wrestlers. It was a tough season this year, and it's a long season considering that we had the Indigenous Games going on. We had the kids that wrestle at nationals. We got some results that we weren't expecting, and the results that we wanted we didn't get. But now we're coming to the end of the season. This is what some of these kids worked for 4 years to get to. So they're really turning it on today, and like I said, I'm hoping to get at least 5 or 6 kids from Kahnawà on this Canada Games team.
For what I've seen, the men's team, they look pretty large compared to the women. There's maybe I think 6 girls, and for the men there's about more than 12. My match was pretty intense since I haven't been wrestling as often because of school, but I put up a fight, tried my best. But I was supposed to face off twice, but since I didn't get to go to nationals because of school, I only got to wrestle once. So
we're ready. Just the one problem or difficulty that we face is that because we're part of the school, we're a school program. Everybody else here is competing at the Canada Games Trials are club teams, and so when the school has days off, we lose practice time. Where the clubs, they continue to practice, so we are catching up. We are coming from behind, but like I said, we have some tough wrestlers from Kahnawà. We always have. It's been our tradition, and when it comes time for tournament time, our kids have always been a tournament team. So when you give them a challenge, they'll stand up to it.
The Canada Games was an amazing experience. I loved every minute, day of it. It opened up a lot of windows and doors for me to go to universities, because I had at least 2 schools come up to me wanting to get me on their team, so they were shooting out scholarships, and it was a really amazing opportunity for me.
It's good that they're representing Mohawk people, because we don't get much coverage or news on us, and it's nice to let us stand out oh, we're still here and we're still good at what we do.
I want to thank the community for their support. This has been a long year. We had to raise a lot of money. I think we had to raise approximately $40,000 this year, and the community has never let us down. So really, one of the things we've been saying on our Facebook page and our different advertisements is, this isn't everybody's team, it's Kahnawà's team. It truly is Kahnawà's team, because if it wasn't for the community, the businesses in our community, the business community together, we couldn't have done what we've done. And like I said, here we are, we're at the Canada Games Trials. We're giving these kids an opportunity to wrestle with the best of the best. So thank you, Kahnawà, for all your support.